We've lost the plot. To shall lose the plot. We've lost the plot. Yeah. Hello there, and welcome to Yase. That is Yap Sessions with Evie. I am Evie, just here for the fun. How are we doing? How is life? Tonight, by the way, because I'm going through it. I'm going through it. I am still sending this for my last email. Kind regards. Kama mshafunga. Nothing is special about you, baby. I'm gonna be a hater because nothing is special about you. But mshafunga. Ati, you're close for the holidays. Sisi bado here, circling back. EOD, end of day.
Anyway, it's okay. Our time to shine will come. Like yours came, ours will come.
But I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing fine. I hope we're treating ourselves kinder this week. And I hope you're having fun despite the corporate world having us on a chokehold and adulting beating us every single day. Reminding us to adult because you signed up for this. You signed up for this. On today's episode, we will be reading a Substack article titled You People Love Humiliation by Ada. It's 2 pages long, so let's get to it. I'll be throwing my opinions here and there because, yeah, words of wisdom, as I said. We're all here for wisdom. You People Love Humiliation by Ada, November 2nd, 2025. That's when it was published. There is a kind of hunger that sits in the chest of the internet. It's not lust, not curiosity, something darker, quieter, and more collective. Every time a sex tape leaks or someone's nudes are passed around like communion wafers, you can feel it rise. That hum, that awful shared fascination. You people love humiliation. The way you gather in comment sections like vultures circling roadkill, the way someone always types link with laughing emojis, the way you watch a person's private, sacred body, something meant for one set of eyes, and then discuss it like film critic. She shouldn't have recorded it. He's not even packing. Her months sound fake. Everyone becomes a little moral philosopher, a little comedian, a little expert in the anatomy of other people's shame. And yet, none of you look away. It's almost ritualistic, a collective obsession with watching women, especially women, reduced pixel by pixel into spectacle. The body that once had autonomy is now public property. Don't record yourself if you don't want people to see it. You say, as though privacy isn't right but a privilege earned by never being human. As though curiosity absolves cruelty. There is something ancient about it too. Romans used to pack arenas to watch people get eaten alive. Now we pack timelines. Different architecture, same appetite. Maybe we've always loved to watch the destruction of others as long as it wasn't our turn. Maybe we've always loved to watch the destruction of others as long as it's not our turn. But this isn't just about leaked tapes. It's about the quiet pleasure people take in another's downfall, the screenshots of cheating texts that go viral, the caught up sleeping videos, the mugshots turned into memes. Humiliation is the new currency traded in views, likes, and retweets. We don't crave justice, we crave spectacle. And the worst part, we dress it up as accountability. We are just discussing. Actions have consequences. No, baby, you're bored. And someone else's pain is your entertainment. No, baby, you are bored. And someone else's pain is your entertainment. This reminds me. Let's talk about the Kenyan online space for a while. Yeah, Kenyans can drag you by the ages. They will drag you by the ages. Hey, yeah. I remember once, and this is real, someone's private video leaked, and within hours, it was on Twitter, TikTok, Telegram, WhatsApp, Instagram, a hydra of exposure. Every time a link was deleted, 3 more appeared. People said, she'll be fine, it will blow over, but it never does. Humiliation doesn't expire, it lingers in search bars and in whispers. Because even years later, when her name is typed into Google, the algorithm still remembers. And the internet, God, the internet never forgets. The internet never forgets, that's for sure. That's for sure. However, at the same time, the internet has provided an avenue where we feel like we have access to people's private lives and we can do whatever we want with that. That's up to you. But then you drag in somebody because of their private life that you've given you access to. Ew. Oh, we're human beings. And as she said, we were like, oh, nini, atakuwa tu sawa, mbona alijirekodi, mbona alifanya. We are part of the problem. We all are part of this problem. And I wonder sometimes, what is it about seeing people vulnerable that makes people feel powerful? Is it the illusion of safety, the relief that for once it's not you? Or is it just that old sickness, that need to see someone else burn so you can feel a little less cold? You people love humiliation, but you hate reflection. She called us out. You people love humiliation, but you hate reflection. Because if you stopped to look too closely, you'd realize how easy it is for the camera to turn. That we all see things happening to people where we're like, yeah. But the moment that thing happens to you, maybe the truth is this: everyone is terrified of being exposed. Exactly. We are all afraid of being exposed, because if we put all your traumas or all your mistakes on display for everybody, will it be fun for you? No, it won't. But when other people are going through it and there are things, when I kwa internet, as we say, kwa and so forth, you're there, yeah, yo, nini, especially this thing, huyu mtu alikuwa beshte yako, mumeacha kwa marafiki, and then now you're exposing everything she told you or he told you on the internet. We've lost the plot. Tusha lose the plot. We've lost the plot. Yeah. Ndio maana watu wako huku wako anxious attachment style, ama ni avoidant attachment style, ama ni disorganized, whatever. Ndio maana watu wako huku, they don't want to be vulnerable. That's why people are afraid of being vulnerable, because the moment you become vulnerable, your vulnerability is used against you. And when if you're somebody whose vulnerability has been used against you, you meet people who are vulnerable or people who are comfortable with their vulnerability, and you start wondering, how are they doing it? Or if vulnerability is so uncomfortable for you, you start judging. Maybe the truth is this: everyone is terrified of being exposed, but everyone is addicted to watching exposure happen. It is the digital Yo! New word new hii. Chukua notebook na pen uandike type. It is a digital It is a digital panopticon. Everyone watching, everyone watched. We've built a world where privacy is a myth and shame is entertainment. It is the digital panopticon. Everyone watching, everyone watched. We've built a world where privacy is a myth and shame is entertainment. What I'm coming? Let's go of shame, by the way. Let's go of shame. Shame is a mindset. Let's go of shame. I know, because people will use shame against you. But be shameless. We're not be shameless. Be you. Be shameless. Be weird. Be audacious. Be shameless. But at some point, you have to ask, when does the fun stop? When does the spectacle end and the empathy begin? Because one day it might be your body, your video, your voice echoing through the timelines you once scrolled so gleefully. And then you'll understand, too late, that humiliation is never just a headline, it's a haunting. In the end, I think it's about control. People mistake it for curiosity, but no, it's control. In a world where everyone feels watched, powerless, and small, seeing someone else's undoing feels like a kind of relief. You scroll past their exposed body and whisper, at least it's not me. That's what it is. Not cruelty, not indifference, just relief, a borrowed illusion of safety. And safety built on someone else's ruin is counterfeit. It rots fast, and one day, when the shame economy shifts and it's your turn to be consumed, the crowd won't remember your name, just the pixels. That's what this world has done to us: turned intimacy into evidence, pleasure into performance, and privacy into myth. It's not the leaks that scare me anymore. It's how normal they've become, how easily we say, did you see it, instead of, are they okay? Maybe that's the real sickness, that we've all seen too much and felt too little. And I keep thinking about what it means to live in a time when our first instinct is to look. Not help, not grief, not shield, just look. You people love humiliation. And the internet, it's the mirror that loves to watch. Thank you for tuning in. See you in the next episode. Bye.